Hey everybody, it's From the Gnome, and we're back playing the closed beta of Everquest Legends. Yes, this is Everquest Legends. Not just Everquest, but Everquest Legends. Not made by Dark Paw Games, made by Game John, published by Daybreak Games. So, head over to EverquestLegends.com. That's EverquestLegends.com. Pre-order the game for $19.99. Yes, that's a tribute to when the original Everquest came out in $19.99. But pre-order the game for $19.99, and you'll be eligible to get into the pre-order beta that starts July 1st. This week, July 1st. Then at the end of July, the game goes live, and we'll be having a blast in the actual game itself. We're going to jump in here on my level 23 Ogre, Shadow Knight, Shaman, Mage. Yes, you heard that right. 3 classes, 1 character, Shadow Knight, Shaman, Mage. He's level 23, and we're in the brand new Najena. You heard that correctly. New Najena. New Najena. This is Najena. It's been reworked. So there's new names with new drops, some new drops on old names. It's really cool stuff. I'm learning it with you. This is the third of 3 dungeons or zones that they have gone in and reworked. First they did Befallen, then they did Blackburrow, and now they've done Najena. So we are learning about Najena. So far we've found some really cool items that drop in here, including a haste belt. Haste belt, yes. This is fantastic stuff. When I camped out last time, I was sitting in the Ogre Captain's room. So we should probably be under attack immediately. Yes, we are. And actually, let's get on the cleric here. Have our pet on the cleric as well. We need to blast her down. Empower. She heals. Very annoyingly heals. There we are. She's done. Go ahead and use a harm touch as well on this guy. He's done. What's up? What's up, Mr. Guard Captain? What's up? I took out 2 of your other people instantly. What you got to say about that? There's our little hiccup. Every EverQuest hiccups. It's not just EverQuest Legends. When you first play the game, almost immediately at a certain point the game will go and then comes back. It's always happened. It's an EverQuest thing. Don't need that key, nor do we need those bronze gauntlets. First things first, let's get her shrink. Because I can't stand being so large. If only I could do that in real life. Just cast a shrink and be less. Alright folks, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Just like the gnome was telling you up there. Hit the subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're just super frisky and want to do something fancy, you can hit the subscribe button over on Twitch as well. I won't stop you. I will allow you to do that if you want to. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. Let's take a look here. So particular in this dungeon, new items have been getting. Here's the kitchen tool belt. It is a haste belt. It did not start off at 13%. I've got it up to +3. I think it started off at 10, but I could be totally wrong on that. I don't recall. We also got this mask, the emissary mask. We got, which I love the fact it's got improved healing on it. We got this earring, and we got binding bracelet. I think we got the binding bracelet here. I think so. We did get this ring, signet ring of the Lost Crusader. These gauntlets, officer's gauntlets. This sword right here, actually in this room, Sword of the Lost, I think. Or where did that come from? No, it came from the Lost Crusader as well. The ring and this sword came from the Lost Crusader. One of the other things we got over here on the pet menu, I threw it in there, is the Tenderizer. It's a nice weapon. And one last item we got that we haven't used, 2 items actually, is the Flaming Fist. It's a monk beast weapon. And also the dull wooden spear, which is pretty freaking cool when you get right down to it. So yeah, those are all the things we've gotten here. Let me check my buffs. The buffs look okay. I don't see any reason that we need to rebuff. Our pet has got his burnout, so he's good as well. Let's go ahead and throw main up again. And we'll head this way. I shrunken myself twice, so we will be at the kneecaps of these ogres in here, but that's okay. Right now we're running a earth pet, and I'll show you here in a second when we get done beating this guy up. Alright. Earth pet is actually a warrior ranger. It's a dual class warrior ranger. It's easy for you to say, but clearly not easy for me to say. There'll be a few mobs in this room over here after we kill the skeleton. There'll be a named at the top of a ramp, and then we go back this way, take a corner, and go fight the named frog block as well. I like to bounce around on my invocations. Right now I'm running Empower. Empower basically makes it to where that I do extra damage with my casting. So I like that a lot. I also run the offense stance. My pet is going to get pounded on while I work on this mob over here. Alright, now do not waste time fighting pets. The pets die instantly when you kill the pet's master, so don't waste your time, folks. See there, that one is gone. We got one mob left to kill. Yeah, here's where that item dropped, the binding bracelets that dropped off of Trazodon. He also dropped Damascus Veil, but that's junk. So we will use this to do an upgrade, and the rest of it we'll just sell. Don't believe there's anything else up there. There's one guard, I think, that stands at the top. Don't really care about him. We'll come back this direction. Said I didn't care about the guard, so this other guard was like, really? Really? You don't care about us? Then I'm coming to kick your butt! Yeah! Let's go ahead and go to Recovery Invocation so we get some mana back. Because we were using up a lot. We were doing some big nukes back there. One of the things I like about having at least one caster in my loadout, you know, in this case it's Mage, is you can put in some heavy nukes to use. So I got the Shadow Knight for tanking and his typical Shadow Knighty stuff. The Shaman for the buffs and heals, and some crowd control if I need it. And then the Mage for DPS, basically. Alright, this room is going to be full of mobs. There's going to be 2 Necromancers, I believe, and then the named Frog Block. So let's give this a half a second to get us some mana back. And then I will go in there and start blasting on them. It's good coffee. It's just straight black. That's the way I like my coffee. Don't know why I got this here. Hold it. Who do I have that can forage? That doesn't seem right. Ranger, Druid, Bard, Shaman. Okay, so Shamans can forage. I'll be darned. I didn't realize that. So I had that on my hotbar because I copied the hotbar loadout and everything from a different one, but I had it on there for my Ranger Druid build, I think, on one of my other ones. So it just still was there. I hadn't clicked on it yet on this particular loadout, but hey, it works. Right, click on this thing here. There we are. Let me know if you'll have any issues with the sound, and I will make adjustments. I like that I don't have to snare with this earth pet. He's keeping the mobs rooted. It's actually a good root, it feels like. Let's see what he's got going here. Earth Elemental Attack. Root your feet to the ground for up to 18 seconds. And Tangling Weeds. Huh, he also throws a snare. Oh, because he's a warrior ranger. He's using the snare and the root of the ranger. That's pretty cool. He's also throwing a dot, searing arrow. Man, that's a cool pet. It is so much better than the bland pets that we've always had in EverQuest. By far. So I'll send him in. All of the mobs will attack him first, and I will spend my time destroying the Bone Cracker. Alright, now we'll throw some heals on our pet to save him. Let's go ahead and switch over to Empower to make that a little more powerful. I think it will. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it made it more powerful. because they were doing a number on him, and I can see he's wasting his time on a pet. Get over here, pet. Fight the master. And we'll help out. Now that we've got the situation under control, we can go back to helping. Look, he immediately went back to a pet. Pets are pretty stupid. You gotta micromanage them in the game, because they will do stupid stuff like wasting their time fighting another pet. So the Bone Cracker dropped the Leering Mask. We'll go ahead and use that. We've already got the Dull Bone Key. Nothing else there of any use. Let me make sure about the Dull Bone Key. Yep, we've got it. So we'll sell the rest of it. Kind of do a dance on my invocations. Switch them to what I need as I need them. I tend to not just leave it as is. So I've gone back to recovery because I'm not going to do a lot of real nukes while I'm in this fight, and I can get my mana back better. The next room has a bunch of ogres, so I'll be nuking in that room. There we are. I'm going to go to Divine. I'll get bonus heal on this when I cast heal on myself. There we are. One more, then we'll go back to recovery. We're ready to fight. Go to Empower. Let's do some nuking. We may have to do some life draws as well. Officer Grush is a Shaman. I think he was. I didn't get to see that very long. So I wanted to make sure to get him nuked off because he'll sit there and heal himself over and over. Very good. It's a plain ordinary ring, a silver ring, and usually has trash. A while back they made a change where that all trash jewelry actually has stats on it, so this has got AC1 on it. You can see, we're actually wearing it. We've been using it for a while. It's at AC2 now from where it's been upgraded. Alright, our harm touch is up. I'll wait for a couple of ticks, then we're going to race in there, kill the priestess, and continue on. Whenever it gets another tick or two, we'll go ahead and go with Empower. I don't want to run out of mana in the fight. Alright, let's do it. She's got the stuns, or somebody does. They stunned me. Spell stun, because I'm an ogre, so I know that wasn't an ordinary stun. Here we are, she's down. Got an upgrade for our boots. probably should have taken those. Yeah, those are junk. I should have taken the ones that he dropped. They were junk as well, but better junk than the junk I'm currently wearing. So that's what I'm saying. I should have taken it, but oh well, life goes on. Spawn seems pretty fast in this game. And now that I think about it, yeah, we're not in a personal instance. When I played it last, I was in a personal instance, but I logged out. Then when I logged in today to play with y'all, it logs into an ordinary instance, or I should say pick. So there's another person in the zone with me. Not a problem. We haven't ran into each other yet, so it's not like we're stepping on each other's camps or anything. If we were, I would just switch over to a personal instance and be done with it. I don't intend on getting in anybody's way. Did I use Harm Touch on them back there? I must not have. Harm Touch is already back up, and I don't remember proccing Reaving Strike that many times. But I could be wrong. Let me know if y'all noticed whether I used it or not. I love using Flame Bolt as a Shadow Knight. It's just so OP. I love being OP. I'm just gonna put that out there. Being OP is fun. Alright, we just gained an AA. Where are we at on that? We've got 5 AAs to spend. If I remember correctly, we were needing 4 for something I was wanting. Combat Agility. That'll get us up to 5% melee avoidance. We will take that. Turn this off and check Combat Agility again. The last one of that's going to take 6 points, so I'm going to save up to 6 so I can get 10% melee avoidance. Very good AA to have. We're just about to ding. Probably make one more cycle around this particular camp here, and then we'll head upstairs to head to another camp. Not really farming gear. I'm learning the gear and the new mobs here and all that kind of stuff in the remake of This Is Not a Dungeon, but I'm actually here leveling. So that got us level 24. We need a little bit of health. That did not give us, oh, near the damage I wanted. I did not have it on Empower, that's why. And he resisted that time. This could turn out bad. The pet may die. Alright, we got him. We're on a Necromancer, that's good. Too many pets in this room. It's hard to stay off of the pets. There we are, we're doing good. We got the Lyrian Mask again, and nothing else that we need. We definitely gotta get some mana back at this point. Let's check on our buffs. We're good for one more session through. Oh, Inner Fire's going down. You know, we just got through fighting these guys. They're not going to spawn for a little while, so we'll go ahead and rebuff here. Take this moment to say, if you haven't subscribe, just like the gnome is telling you to do right up there. Do it right now. Do it right now. Hit the subscribe button. If you're over on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you just really want to, hit the subscribe button on Twitch. Because, you know, why not? Number 4. You know what we're going to do? We're going to even buff our pet as well. We're going to do it. I don't know that it matters. I really don't know what stats do to a pet. We'll pull up a thing here in just a moment, take a look. But I don't think it tells you. But we're going to verify, because things change all the time. This development company is very fast. They're working on stuff non-stop. Let's see, anything in there? No. But in pet, yeah, see, it doesn't have it listed out at all. But we're going to do it anyway. I usually never do this, but we're going to do it. We're going to buff our pet. I would love to see it actually show the stats and everything in there and what effect it has. That'll be a great quality of life if they ever put that in. And the way this company works, I wouldn't put it past them. They love putting quality of life stuff in. This company, the development company for this game, Game John, they truly show that they're not only good developers and all, they are developers that actually actively play the game that they make, that they develop for. They love the game, and it's super evident when you see all the things that they change in the game all the time. They're not just employees, they are players as well. And a lot of MMORPGs have developers and designers that are players of the game as well, but in this case, these are avid players. These are players that are very much into the game. And it's super evident. You don't see stupid bugs last forever. In fact, you see really stupid bugs that have lasted for over 2 decades in EverQuest that got instantly fixed in this game. So yeah, they actually try to make the best possible game, and it shows. And that's not blowing smoke up anybody's butt. I'm already in the creator program. I have no butts to be smoked. That's a stupid statement. I'm just saying, there's no reason to kiss any butts. What I'm getting at. What I'm saying is because that's how I feel about it. Don't know where Elvis ran off to. Always have to watch. The giant Maine Coon comes by with his claws and goes meow whenever he wants something, and you'd never see it coming. Alright, let's go ahead and change to Empower. We're going to use that in this room. Wrong button. And I got stunned. For the love of God, will he just die? Why is he still alive? Boom! What a nuke! Oh, that was good. Oh, I hate when mobs resist a nuke. It just feels such a slap in the face. It's like, no, don't you resist my nuke. I spent mana on that. Switch over to Divine. Let's go ahead and throw a heal. Alright, we'll be good there. We'll go back to recover. Let our mana come back for a moment before we race in and kill the priestess and the captain of the guard yet again. Learned the hard way the other day when I was playing here when I first came here that I definitely need to take the time to go back and buy my updated pet spells and stuff like that whenever I've leveled a few times, because it does matter. The pet was getting super bad, so I've been keeping an eye on that. These are the 20 through 24 mobs or pets, I believe. So I should be good for this session. When I get up to around 26 or so, I should probably go back and get new pet spells. So we'll be good for a couple of levels, I think. Alright, we're good. Let's go to Empower. Go find us a priestess and ruin her day. Instant stun. Oh my god, interrupts. There you go. We'll use our harm touch. There you go. And now we're down to the guard captain. Emissary mask is +2 right now. What's the focus accept? Oh, it's the improved healing. Okay. And we will check on that mask. It's at 2 of 4 right now. For it to hit +3 is what I'm getting at. Alright. Sell off. I don't know where he's at. I thought I heard him making noise. I'm like, where is he at? Is he sneaking up on me? Sneaking up for a sneak attack. Love, 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 love the quality of life thing where that you automatically go from ranged to melee to ranged. Depending on how far away you are from the mob, it'll automatically do either your melee weapons or your ranged weapon. And as you can see here, I only have one arrow. It never gets rid of your arrow. It uses that arrow for its stats and everything, but it won't get rid of it, which is great. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How are you doing today? Don't know why I hit the heal button. That was not what I meant to do. Let's go to Empower and do a nuke. Now what you could do, if you're really a min-maxer, what you can do is you can set up some macro buttons for doing the different invocations and stances, and have your spells set up on that as well. So like if I wanted to have a mega nuke button, I could have a macro button set up that changes it to Empower invocation, waits a couple seconds, and then does the nuke for it, and I could do that all in one button. So I could do that. I could. There's some awesome possibilities for this game, really and truly. Some people are going to be able to min-max the living hell out of this game. It's going to be insane to see what they can do with it. Alright, let's go to Empower and let's go nuke this dude up here on the ramp. There he is. And he's not with us no more. Okay. Interesting. Let's just checking something on the other screen, make sure it was working, and it is. Okay. Let's go in here and let's switch to Empower. Ah, they interrupted me. There we are. What do we got targeted? Okay, not a pet. Very good. There we are, there we are. Okay, we got the Leering Mask again. Everything else is normal. We'll hit sell all. Let's go ahead and go to recovery mode, and we'll head upstairs to do a different camp. We've been here quite a while. It's time for something different. And now for something completely different. Before we do that, let's check right here. Okay, the mob is not up. Alright, the other guy is camping this area. This guy right here that we're passing should be in the group. He's not finding it right now. That's where the tenderizer stands. Okay, there's somebody else over there. We are starting to run into more people in the zone, so let's go ahead. We're going to click this little 0 down here. Let's tell me what difficulty the pick is that we're currently in. You'll see this little sub menu pop up. You'll see charges too. It means I have 2 charges right now I can use for creating my own instance. I'm going to click create instance. It's going to pop up this little window. I'm going to choose difficulty 0, type solo, respawning, so that means the mobs will respawn. You can set it up to non-respawning. If you do that, as you kill, it's clearing the dungeon, and eventually you will finish the dungeon and you'll have to leave it. We're going to respawn because I like respawning. I've got 2 charges available. I'm going to hit create, hit yes, and it's going to load into our very own instance of this zone, this dungeon, with it at difficulty 0. So nobody else will be here. It'll just be for me, and it will. The mobs will respawn just like a normal dungeon. Excuse me, just a moment. Sorry about that. My sinuses kill me year round. I can't wait to get to the Philippines and find out if my sinuses are any better there, because I've lived in Texas my whole life, most of my whole life. Very little time I was somewhere else. And all of the plant-based stuff in the air here in Texas tries to murder me every year, year round. So, it's one of those things. Go ahead and steal his attack and steal his AC. Actually, I think we may have. Yep, we got that on him. So I'd forgotten to do that before. I've been keeping this rusty longsword, merging it up just for the hell of it. It's up to +5 now. It's never going to be anything fantastic. It's something I've been doing just a novelty's sake. See how high I can actually get it. Need to get rid of those, honestly. Didn't realize I still had a pair of those sitting around in a bag somewhere. In fact, where are they? Oh, they're on my pet. I forgot about that. I put gear on my pet. I can actually upgrade some of the gear. So the Dark Mail Mittens, we will upgrade his old crappy cloth ones with those. And we'll throw those away. Larry Mask +2, let's go ahead and give that to him. Onyx Earring, you can go ahead and wear that, buddy. Spiked Collar, he doesn't have anything. He's got AC2, this got AC6. You know what? You can have that. So, Boots of the Long Road, we're going to keep. Pristine Studded Leather Boots +3. We'll give those to you instead of these cloth sandals. That's junk as well. And then we'll throw the junk away. There we are. Now my pet's got better gear than what he had before, at least. Here's one of the names. The first name in the dungeon. He's actually level 25, so when I say first, I mean first as in closest to the entry of the zone. But he's actually fairly high level for this zone. This is the mob that drops the monk hand items. Monk and Beast Lord weapon. The fist, as well as the earring. In this case, he dropped the earring. Ogre guard came out of nowhere, didn't he? He rooted me. How rude. Here, I'm unrooted. Thanks for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. These are all non-aggro mobs. This one will aggro. I say non-aggro because those were great cons to me that we just passed. Hey, look, they decided to join. You can see my extended target over there. Actually, you can. It's covered up by y'all's chat box. But anyway, trust me. They all decided to attack because why not? I do have a rain spell. Let's go ahead and use it just for the fun of it. Too many mobs. Too many mobs. And none of them really worth a darn. Alright, now we got all those taken care of. We're going to go up here and go around the corner to kill this tenderizer guy. He'll be standing right inside there. I need to shrink myself. Tenderizer is a warrior, by the way. I love the fact that in this game, all mobs tell you exactly what they are in the target window. He dropped his haste spell. Inside, what? Nope. Wait, we're going to shrink. I said I was going to shrink. Stay on target. Stay on target. We're going to shrink at least once, not twice. Then we'll swap back to our main spell set. And we'll come in here and fight this person. This is the Lost Crusader. She decided that she's unhappy with me because I nuked her twice. She finally decided it was time to leave my pet alone. It's kind of funny. She's like, okay, the pet is literally not the one hurting me. I need to go get this guy. So we got the Sword of the Lost +1. We'll go ahead and merge that with the one we already have. That makes ours, our currently one is Sword of the Lost +2. Alright, other stuff, sell, continuing on. Alright, so here's the room where we were coming up to, and there was somebody already in it. I'm not sure what this room right here is. I don't remember it. To be honest with you, I do not remember this. Is this the one that's got the 3 magicians that are in a little cove up here? That may be what this room was. No? What is this room? Just a room with 3 skeletons, apparently. I don't remember this room in ordinary Najena. I'm forgetting it, obviously. It existed, I'm assuming. But I don't remember this room. Y'all let me know. Do y'all remember this room in old Najena? Did I just miss it every single time I went there? Because I freaking lived in Najena a ton. I can't believe I don't remember this little skeleton room. There hidden fake walls or anything? It's just okay. Alright, I don't remember doing that room ever. I do remember this room though. And there was a named, I thought that was, maybe it's just sometimes could be up in here. Oh goody, the Greycon ones decide to fight us as well. I gotta keep that in mind. The Greycons seem to be very angry and want to go after me no matter if they're a Greycon or not. I need to start killing them just as if they're not Greycons. Seem very edgy. So many mobs in this zone. So hard to get a clean pull. This is a zone where you almost always have 3 or more mobs fighting you. Got us another AA. We're up to 2 AAs, when we need 6 to finalize my combat agility that I'm trying to do. One shot. One shot. Oh, that was good. Okay, I remember there was a way up here that you would fall down into the cell. I hope I'm not. I don't want to accidentally fall into it. Please don't. Because I don't think I have the guard's key. This is the one that's got all the magicians. Hey, thanks for the subscription. You don't know how much that means to everyone. I really, really appreciate that. Here's the room I thought that other one was going to be. It's got the 3 magicians in it. So I remember camping this a whole lot back in the day, trying to get all of the magician items for that little quest, you know. Let's see if we can get her. I'll send the pet on it. Did it get blocked or something? I got 0 damage from that. I think it's getting blocked. Because I don't see resist messages. Yeah. That's what it should have done. It should have been a pew-pew. Another one. Oh, that one was interrupted. There we are. She's dead. Why did she not attack? That's kind of bizarre. A wooden shield. Is that better than our shield that we're currently using? It's the exact same. The exact same thing. Sell all. Okay, go on, pet. Let's go to the next spot. I know that there's a trick spot here where you fall down, and I don't want to fall. I really, really don't. Oh, God, is it that spot there? That's fake. Okay. Okay, woo, we made it. Okay, that being the case, is this... I just don't know. I'm not going to take the chance. I'm not going to take the chance. I'm going to go this way because we haven't got, as far as I know, we do not have Guard's key ring. We got shiny metal key, we got dull bone key, and we got splintered wooden key. I didn't see the other one drop. Okay, this one requires a key. Is there one of these keys that works on this one? None of them seem to work on that. Been a minute since I've been deep in Najena to remember all the keys and all of the spots and everything. Alright, that goes downstairs to where the actual jail cells are. Okay. Trying to think. Nothing happens. Okay. The Blood Artist. This looks new. I don't remember Blood Artist. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it. This is a Necromancer. You just harm touch her and get her out of the way. What did she drop? She dropped the Muse's Flayed Legs. Strength, AC. It's got a negative on save to disease. Our current ones are AC 7 with agility and all that kind of stuff. So, what about our pet? Our pet doesn't have leggings on, but our pet is out of slots. Oh, this large cloth shirt is crap. We can get rid of that. So we'll take these and we will put them, where the heck do they go? There they are. On our pet. Alright, nothing else in here. Let's move on. Which way did we come from? Is this okay? So this was the room that went to that room, and then that one doesn't open up. So we'll go back to this one. And that goes downstairs. Nope. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of mobs here. Looks like ordinary mobs, nothing super special. Let's go through these from least powerful to most powerful. Make sure to keep your pet focused or he will fight whatever he wants. Always address your pet to tell him exactly who you want him fighting, which is generally who you're fighting, so that you got your focused fire going on. Yeah, they resisted. Don't you resist my nukes, how dare you. Go ahead and heal my pet a little bit. Alright, junk. Anything in here? Nope, okay. Oh, where did you come from? I didn't notice you. So when I said anything in here, and I went, nope, nope, I was wrong. There was something in here. There was a skeleton in here. Alright, 2 skeletons in here. They must have been laying down and I just didn't notice. Either that or the respawn rate is that flippin' high that they already came back. Yeah, there's literally nothing else in here. So if something hits me, it's a respawn. Alright. Where are we at? Is that? Okay, there's... Man, I'm turned around. This was the room with the woman that attacked us, the necromancer. I hate not having maps, I really, really do. I don't understand why I can't open this door. No message for it or anything. It's not fake, is it? No. It's a little annoying. So if we come down here, we go through this way, we should get to the downstairs. Here's what I was looking for. Love the painting there, by the way. Always thought that was cool. Smash that subscribe key, people. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Make it pay. There's a fake one over there. If I remember correctly, it was like a trap. In here should be a named ogre walking around. Here is the jail cell that I was talking about that you can fall into. There he is, Moosh. And a tentacle terror has attacked us from inside there. What did you start Najena at? I tried it at 15 and it's rough. 16, 17, all that got a little better, but really and truly the closer you can get to 20, the easier it is. Okay, so I wanted to check. Whoops. Man, could I hit less wrong buttons? That would be so great. Nope. Nope. Alright, so none of those keys affect that. That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be the Ogre key. I think that's where you drop. I don't know if you drop into this one. Not getting any messages either. You're not holding the key. Okay. Alright, so that one opens, and holy crap, that is a ton of mobs. Switch to divine, throw myself a heal. Go back to empower and do another rain spell. Divine heal. Whew, man, this is gonna be rough. We might not make this, just saying. I need the pet fire. Focus fire. Do a life draw. We got another one down. Alright, there's a ding. Answer your question in just a second. Trying not to die, honestly, at the moment. Well, pants. No, pants. I don't need pants. And nor do I need the cape. Last one. Alright, we got this. It's an awesome thing. You still probably better to start with Befallen. If you can do it, and keep in mind, I'll explain how you can do this. Blackburrow is the lower level, I think, easiest one if you ask me. And here's the way to get to it, because I know people will be like, well, I can't get over there yet. Yes, you can. In Everquest Legends, they have the transporters, I think they're called, teleporters, transporters, something like that. They're on the docks in Freeport and Kenos. Those teleporter peoples will send you between Kenos and Freeport. It's an awesome quality of life feature that they added into Everquest Legends. So you can get between Freeport and Kenos easily. Blackburrow is where I suggest people go first, and then Befallen, and then maybe here, or Blackburrow, then here, then Befallen. It's going to be up to you to decide which way you want to go about that, but the point is, Blackburrow is really the lowest level one of the three, and I think the easiest to get into. And don't worry about getting over to a dungeon and getting killed and having to run back and all that kind of good, fun stuff, because I'm not holding the key for that one, am I? I'm not. Because when you die in a dungeon, you automatically start over at the front of that dungeon, that zone, whatever. Doesn't have to be a dungeon. There's no concept of the whole, you know, in the past of, oh, you're bound over in Freeport and you died in Canark and oh my god, now you've got to get back over. No. Whatever zone you die in, you start back at the front of that dungeon, that zone. So it's well worth it to take a teleporter at the docks over to the docks in Kenos, run out to Blackburrow and do some killing there. Don't worry about dying, you'll still show up right back there, it'll be fine. Play there until you don't need to play there anymore, and then head to Najena or Befallen, either one. Both Najena and Befallen can take you up to 30. I'm super excited to see what their next dungeon will be. The first three that they've done have been really good choices. I can't wait to see what they do next. I would love to see an Upper Guck or Lower Guck remake. That would be awesome. Good to know about the easy access from Freeport. Definitely plan on starting there. Yeah, I think a lot of people will. I think that Befallen and I'm trying to figure out something out. That has got to be the trick spot, is over there. It's got to be. Befallen and Blackburrow are going to be super busy, and now that they put this one in, holy crap, yeah, this one's going to be busy as well. Just the sheer fact that the Tenderizer here, right near the entrance of the zone, drops a haste belt is going to make this a must visit. I think I'm starting Gnome because of how awesome Steve Font is, then heading to Freeport. Not a bad idea. You know, I'm a Gnome fanatic. Ferone the Gnome. Let's see. Okay, we're back at the beginning here. I've got to watch my other window. I've got to see this. You can't reach that. Get closer. Okay, you're not holding the key. So it does say I don't have the key. I'm trying to remember. And that's a trap there. I'm not going into that. God, is this the trap or is that the trap? I think I'm going to... I'm going to hate myself. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Now I'm stuck here. I think I can jump out this spot back here right behind me, especially if I shrink myself down. Befallen and Najena being so close, wide variety of primary class options, and less importance on race due to illusions and ability to quest to unlock the races later. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. You have no idea how much that means to me. Yeah, the game, I can't put into words. I really cannot put into words how much they've done for the game. There's just an incredible amount of work they've put into this game that has made it so much better than it was originally. Can I jump through that? I'm hung. What about if I shrink myself another time? Can I jump through it then? Or do I have to like get myself killed so I'll show back up at the entrance of the zone? Aha! We made it! We made it! In your face, gel cell! We made it! Our buffs are all gone anyway. Let's load up our buffs. That gel cell can suck it. Don't have to worry about it anymore because we can shrink. I don't know that it did much good buffing my pet. I mean, I didn't notice that much of a difference. I'm not going to waste the time buffing him up again. I'm just going to buff myself and move on. We still got our... We don't. Let's get our sew up. I just noticed he's casting, not Spirit, I'm sorry, Skin Like Wood on himself, and Spirit of, oh, that's my leftovers, I never, but Skin Like Wood, the pet is casting that on himself. That's really cool. Let's go ahead and pull up our main, because he's a Warrior Ranger, is his dual class as a Earth pet. It's so cool, he's throwing Ranger buffs on himself. Burnout. Let's get Burnout on him so he'll be hasted. There we are. Alright. Let's go back upstairs. We have missed a key somewhere. And I think I know where. I'm not positive, but I think I know where it's at. Did they attack? Did they? No, they didn't attack. Alright, alright, so the trick was it's one of those rooms. It's not that one. It was, gosh darn it, I wish I had maps. Okay. Back up here. Alright, that's the trick right there. We don't go that direction. I'm thinking that it's over here. Down this way. I need to be higher. I can't see where I'm going. Skeleton. Let's fight. Let's dance. AAs are sitting at 2. I need 6 for the one I'm wanting to buy. So one of the things about this is, as you play through, and I've been doing this differently, I mean, stay on target, what I was trying to say. As you play through, each time you play through another loadout, starting at level 10 on all your classes, it gets easier because your AAs come with you, that you've purchased, your gear comes with you, that you've earned, all that kind of stuff. So it gets easier and easier, and it's like an acceleration. As you level. Now, what I've been doing is I've been starting over. More Najena, huzzah! Just to show y'all the from scratch, I've been starting over. So, you know, to give you an idea of what it's like to first start the game, like you'll be doing if you're in the pre-order beta, starts on July 1st, or the game when it comes out at the end of July. So that's why I don't have the AAs and all that. I've been earning them on this guy. Oh yes, the goblins. I'd forgotten all about y'all. Did you level in Firot or leave there right away? I did level in Firot. 4 or 5 levels, I think it was. 5-ish levels. Then I headed over to, I think I went to Nothuel for a little while. I can't remember exactly my path. You can go back and check the previous streams. I've been playing this guy on the streams. Somebody remind me where that one key is. I don't know where that key is. The one I'm missing. I was thinking there was somebody down here that has the key, but I'm probably wrong. It's gotta be one of the keys from like the guard captain or something. I gotta go back and figure this out. What is this? Stone bracelet. It's gonna be AC4. For wrist item, I've got AC5 and AC2. You know what? That's better than what I got. There wasn't anything else on it? No, there wasn't. Alright. The spiders. Dun dun dun. Go get them, boy. Early content right now has been useful with the wiping coming and pre-order beta starting soon. Only thing been lacking for most part on YouTube streams has been grouping, especially where people aren't just using their solo builds together. Yeah, that's something that is definitely going to be there in the game as more people get in together. It's not just people that happen to make it into the beta. I intend fully to play with my brother, but he never got into the beta. Which should go to show y'all that Game John is not, they're not doing favoritism. I've been a streamer allowed to stream the game and been in the beta since early, very early in the beta. I've never gotten a key for my brother, so this is a good team of people. They're not favoritism kind of people, you know. They're doing everything above the table. So yeah, I fully intend on playing the game with my brother. He'll be in the pre-order beta for pre-ordering the game, and we'll play it together, and we'll be doing some grouping. And some of the things that I did grouping wise was I found some people just randomly when I was playing my first playthrough that I grouped with a few times in Unrest and a couple other areas, just because I've seen them around a lot and we grouped together. And it was really cool because you could focus. You could either be doing a everything build like I have with the solo, or you could be doing a very focused role build, which makes you super powerful because you can be 3 classes of that role, more or less. So grouping can be really cool in this game. I foresee a lot of min-maxing going on. This is going to be a very painful fight. We may die in this particular fight. That's a pet. It's not a pet. Warrior. That's a magician. We should probably take him out first. I'm going to try to do that. Solo autonomy is awesome, but the grouping potential seems endless, and it is. And the simple fact that you're going to be able to put a very small group of friends together to be a raiding force is going to be awesome. No more of this sitting around trying to see if 70 other people are online and ready to go. Get yourself together with, you know, 5 other friends or whatever. Put yourself together a raid force and y'all do it all yourself. Yeah, we are totally going to die on this. Oh, oh! That wasn't a hit. That was some sort of nuke. Something just blasted me. I'm not sure what hit me. But, yeah, we got annihilated. I kind of thought that was going to happen. I really did. Well, there's the example of what I was talking about before. You start over at the front of the zone. So, we will start over. Let's load up our permanents. Specialized role builds seems fun and powerful for grouping. I think so. Just hope there is hard enough content to offer a challenge for 4 to 8. I think there is because of the difficulty system. And I believe there's difficulties in raiding as well. So there's going to be potential there. And keep in mind, right now, it's old content. They're going to be adding more content. I don't know the specifics, so you can't take it for what I've said. It's not like I have insider information or anything. But I'm pretty darn certain that Ruins of Canark is going to be coming. And other content. Plus new content that they're going to make themselves. So keep in mind, Nagafin and Lady Vox and Kazakh and all them, that's just the start of raiding, folks. Just the start. The possibilities are endless. And they are well aware, like I said, they play their game. They are gamers of their game. Not playing it because they have to. They are gamers of the game because they love EverQuest. So if you think they're going to sit on their laurels and not make raid content that's fully optimized for the fact that you're playing overpowered multi-classed characters, you're probably wrong. Just saying, you're probably wrong. There's probably some very interesting, challenging raids coming in the future. I would bet anything on it. Yep, exactly. I can't wait to play through Nectropos. I can't say the word correctly. I can't wait to see how they implement the epics. I am really excited to see how they implement the epics. I think that's going to be freaking amazing. My coffee's almost gone. It's a sad day. Alright, buddy, let's go back in and kill some more. These things are great, but that's right. Greys have been attacking us, so we will attack them. It's a free game. You attack us, we attack you. It's up to +5 on that rusty longsword. It'll take hundreds, if not thousands, to get it to level 10. That's why I'm doing it just as a novelty thing, to have a rusty longsword +10. I think it would be hilarious. No intentions at all of you actually using it. And the way that works, in case anybody's wondering, let me bring it up here. So, rusty longsword +5. So every single tier that it goes up, so it's like +5 right now, increases the number of that tier's implementations of it to get to the next tier. So when you first start out, you put 1 in, it goes to +1 from the +0. You put 2 of them in, it goes to +2, and so on and so forth. You can see at +5, we need 32 of them of that level. I believe that's how that works. To get to +6. Then I think it goes to 64 and so on and so forth. And it is very rare to see like a +10 item in the game because it takes forever to do that. So people say they think they will cap it at 65 with pop, but with the multi-class, I think God, Omens of War would be actually balanced for a change. I have no idea. I just know I want to play through Canark. I want to play through Valius again. I really want to play through Lucken. I don't know why, but Shadows of Luckland just holds a special place in my heart. I don't know why. Plains of Power, I'd like to play through it just because of the fact that I can solo the raid content, or in my case with my brother, duo the raid content. And I would love to play through that raid progression, knowing that he and I can do it 100% all the way through by ourselves, not having to be on a raid schedule with some guild. And even though I love the guilds and all that, and having to, work my life around a raid schedule. I'd love to work through all of the raid content in Planes of Power on my personal schedule. So very much looking forward to that. After Planes of Power, I'm going to be honest with you, I could care less about any of the content beyond that. I know some people liked Omens of War. Some people liked Gates of Discord, so on and so forth. I wasn't a fan. It's just, it is what it is. I wasn't a fan. Bring it on, Unbound Flame. Bring it on. Oh, he just stunned me. He said, I'll bring it on all right. Stunned me, and then now he's killing my pet. Sorry, SOB. Same way I actually stopped playing after Planes of Power. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. And that is... don't get me wrong, again, there are some people that love Omens of War and some people that love Gates of Discord. To them, hey, you know, to each their own. But they have seen time and time again on the TLP, time lock progression servers, the TLP servers, they die after Planes of Power. They almost always die after Planes of Power. That's not an accident. That is what it is. Now, I think, get me wrong, I think they could go in and take Omens of War and Gates of Discord and do what they've been doing with this content, where they've been completely changing it and making it new. They could turn that content into something really good. They could do that. Don't know if they will. Crazy people like Gates of Discord. The main thing about After Pop was it being accessible without huge raid forces to get geared to do exactly. And that's why I'm saying they could make those expansions really good by applying the same kind of work they've been doing on these old zones. They could do the same thing to that whole expansion. And that would be a ton of work on their part to actually do. But there's a whole plethora of ready-made content out there that could be remade to make it more user-friendly, more accessible, and actually make something of it. So we'll see if they do that. The Guard Captain, thank you. The Guard Captain Shiny Metal Key, I have that. Bonecracker Dobome Key, I have that. Rathel Bloodstain Key. And okay. Rathel. Isn't Rathel... Wasn't he the one that was downstairs in the jail cell that I could not get to? Because we got in that one jail cell, but the one next to it, it said I didn't have the keys for that one. And I'm certain, now that you said that, that is where he is inside that cell that I couldn't open the gates to. I wonder if there's something bugged, or if I used the wrong key on it, or what I did wrong. I'm not going to say that the company did something wrong. I'm sure it was something I did wrong. We're going to find out, though. Yeah, but accessible due to the OP nature of multi-class, yeah. And the gear upgrading is a massive, massive quality of life help within itself. Gates has been massively changed nowadays. Is much better. It is, but it's still very raid necessary. And that's what people are trying to get away from these days. Raids are great. Not everybody wants to be on a raid schedule. Isn't Rosen to drop the J-Boots rare as well? Yes, she does. The remake of this dungeon has put that back in from what people have told me. I have not seen her yet, but apparently she does drop it now. Original implementation, though, as someone who is the first guild that did the raids, it was a complete nightmare. Oh, I remember. My guild bashed their head on Gates of Discord. It was a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. So many people quit. So, I mean, I remember original Gates of Discord was nothing like what it is now. But it is still a raid-intensive expansion. It's just, it is what it is. And that's kinda, not saying that it is what they're doing here, but that's kinda what this game is doing. Everquest Legends is moving away from that massive raid force necessity to play the game to more of a accessible game that you can play solo or in a small group. So if they do that full thing like that on Gates of Discord, it's going to be even more accessible than it is right now. Pop gear plus 10 and the other game improvements would make, yeah. Raid solo with a small group is perfect. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be incredibly fun. I am super excited about playing through the raid content in this game with my brother. Super, super, super excited about the possibilities of that. We're going to see if something spawned up here again, because I still don't understand this little room and why I don't remember it. I just realized I have not been using my screams and my siphon strength. Always forget to do that. Everybody remember to hit that subscribe button or the follow, whichever one makes you happy. Either one will make me happy. I need a drink. My coffee's completely gone. I need an assistant. If I could just teach the cat to be an assistant, that would be great. He could actually do something beneficial rather than just sitting on his fuzzy butt wanting treats and food all the time. But that's not going to happen because he's a cat. It's a really beautiful, cute, adorable cat because he's a Maine Coon, but he's still a cat first and foremost, which means he's a major pain in my butt anytime that he wants to be, which is usually most of the time. Come here, Ogre Guard. Trying to sneak by? Heck no. No sneaking by for you. What was your starting MC trio for 50 for beta? I played a Paladin, Monk, Wizard, and I think it is still my favorite OP build. It is super powerful. I probably, my first 1 to 50 when the game comes out will be Paladin, Monk, Wizard, or Paladin, Bard, Wizard. One of the two. Paladin is insanely powerful in Everquest Legends. It is not like the old Paladin. It is a powerhouse. And add Wizard to any build you have, and you kill things just insanely fast. Then the Monk or Bard, Bard is really the big question. Bard is really cool. It is so cool. The way that they have Symphonic Aura AA working is just really cool. It's hard to explain. But at the same time, the Monk, its Mend really adds a whole new level to your survivability. You end up using Mend as your main heal more than you would think you would. I used it 9 times out of 10 over the Paladin heals. Mend was super OP. Loved it. Paladin, Monk, Wizard sounds fun for sure. It's an incredible build. My question I have for myself is what race I'll go with. Probably going to go with Dwarf, and here's the reason why. The first character I ever played in EverQuest, the absolute first character I ever played, was a Dwarven Paladin. First character I ever created in EverQuest. I'm probably going to create him again, because that way there, I started with it, and I will end with it. A Dwarven Paladin. I have not played the Shadow Knight all the way to 50, but I would say, without a doubt, through what I have played of 25 here, the Paladin is much more powerful than the Shadow Knight. And I get Feign Death from adding Monk into it, so it's like, why do I need the Shadow Knight? The Paladin gets a thing called Smite, whereas the Shadow Knight gets a thing called Reave. And Reave is an ability that automatically procs when you're fighting. This ability reaves your current target, dealing physical damage as well as converting 3% of your maximum hit points into amplified magic damage. Reave will also reduce the reuse cooldown of Harm Touch by 60 seconds every time it goes off, which means you get to use Harm Touch a whole lot. Here's the one glaring problem with this. You notice that the extra damage it uses is coming at the cost of your health. The Paladin has a smite that basically does the exact same thing, and it brings your lay of hands back up a lot faster, and you get to use lay of hands all the time. Its extra damage is coming from your mana pool. Guess which one you live longer on? The Paladin. So you're doing same, if not more damage, and living more, and getting to use lay of hands all the time because it's all those procs brings lay of hands up so freaking fast. So Paladin becomes a freaking powerhouse compared to Shadow Knight, who's hurting himself to do more damage. Plus Paladin has buffs. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Kind of a no-brainer. Which one was the bad way? I just literally just did this and now I'm forgetting. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was going to screw that up. Darn the old memory of hell. And she rooted me. Fine. I'll kill Mush first. I did Druid Monk Rogue for my first run to 50. Super fun. I've heard a lot of people say that Rogue is super OP and fun. I have not tried it yet. I'm going Cleric Monk Rogue. Cleric is super powerful. I would suggest Cleric in any loadout that you do. It is a very powerful addition to any loadout. Orange Karen named Elvis. Yes, that is my cat. Nothing there that I care about. Smite and Reeve are both highest DPS for those classes. Reeve uses hit points, so pairs best with healer like Cleric or Shaman. Paladin kinda needs to be paired with Enchanter or to maintain mana. I didn't have a problem with mana, just being honest. It just really didn't seem like a problem to me. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I didn't really notice an issue with it. Okay, this is the spot that we got tons of mobs last time. We're going to get tons of mobs again. I know we are. The question is, do I just ignore that and go over here where Icarus is at? Rilton should be. I thought he was in that room. I was really certain. You're not holding the key. Why am I not holding? Where is Riltus at? If he's not in there. Let me see something. He's not around the corner, right? His key, he's in there. He's in that next room over. So where do you get the key for this one? Again, I hit the wrong button. Splintered? Doesn't do it. Shiny metal key? I thought I tried that before and it didn't work. So apparently it does work. Okay. I'm just an idiot, that's all. No biggie. But yeah, I mean, you can argue it either way. There's no way to say one is better than the other, but in my personal opinion, I preferred Paladin over the Shadow Knight. I eat beans. Well, that's awesome. I am really glad that you eat beans. I am rooted to this spot. Empower, please. There, he's gone. What all do we have? Finest. Oh, Wraithel has joined the fight. Holy crap. Oh my god, we're gonna die again. Take it. I don't think the other stuff is super necessary. Nope. We need his key. We got it! Okay, where's his key? Take it. We'll take that key as well, just for the hell of it. Take that, take that. If we die, it's okay. Make sure that I'm not. I am fine. Oh, that's Wraithel reincarnated. I remember now. He had Wiz, which gives access to the caster version of stances. Should help a ton using regen double. Yes, yes. Yeah, having Wizard did do exactly what you're talking about. I wasn't thinking about that. Don't die, pet! Don't die! I've got this! Oh my god, why didn't that kill him? Oh, you killed my pet! You suck. Okay. We lived. let's see what we got. While we wait on our mana to come back, we hit recover here. We got Sleeves of the Spurned Necromancer, and we're currently using crap. So we will throw the crap away, and we will take our new... okay, there it goes. Our new sleeves. We got a Traveler's Pack. That's going to give us... is there a weight reduction on that? That doesn't show it. Unless I'm missing it. But at least we got a new one. We'll put that right there. And we got 2 now of the Dullbone keys. We only need 1, so we'll get rid of one of them. And we'll keep that there. Alright, so we got a new key. What we got going on up here? Bard, I think Bard is pretty fun. I really do. I think Bard is cool. And I keep saying that you don't have the key, but you know how we just had the key on us and it didn't work? Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't like that. I wish they would fix that as a quality of life. I don't think you should have to hold the key to click to get through stuff. I think just having the key on your inventory should work good enough. That's just my personal opinion, but that's how I feel about it. Let's get our pet back out. Like clever trolling. Okay, let's go ahead and burn him out. They fixed it in Befallen and noted in Discord they intended to fix that for Najena. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I don't follow all of the streams, nor did I go out and read all this stuff all the time. I know that makes me bad, but it is who I am. I am who I am. I find as much time possible just to play the game as it is. Let's see here. Keep in mind, guys, you know, I don't care if you want to troll a little bit, but if you go overboard, I will kick you. So, you know, try not to be that guy. It won't hurt my feelings. Let's see here. Get rid of all that crap. We're ready to head towards the Najena. Where's my pet at? What is he fighting? I don't see him. There he is! Okay. Moving on. Alright, so we don't want to go back down there again. Can we go in this door now? First we gotta fight this guy. There we are. Okay. We're good now. Now let's see about... There it is. There's the key. I knew it. Okay, yeah, that's right. Drelsna. I remember Drelsna now. I had forgotten about her, but I remember her now. Make a moan. Doing what I told Elle not to do. I was fighting the pet rather than the master. Come on. I need to get a spell off. You're missing the guard key that gets you into the other doors, right? But now we have the bloodstained key. Make sure it's not the one I have right here. Yeah, it's Bloodstained Key. We have Golden Crescent Key. This will get us into the main room. Pretty certain of that. The one we don't have is the guard key ring. Alright, so she dropped Earring of Disease Reflection. It's got AC 1 and Save Disease 5. We're going to hold on to it, but we won't necessarily be using it. And we'll sell the rest of the stuff. Now we can head to the main room. So let's go back and use this key from there. And we'll go back upstairs so that we can get downstairs to get to Najena. I kind of want to go back over to where we died just a moment ago. Remember, with the spiders and all that, the goblins. But I don't want to die because I'd rather go fight Najena. But we will get back to the Spider Queen woman because she is quite powerful. If I remember back in the day, she was kind of OP for the zone itself. We will get to her, just not immediately. And if I remember correctly, you have to go in here and swim. Isn't that right? Yeah, you had to swim down, fight the frog-locked ghoul. We come up the other side of the ramp here, and then we'll be at her door. And if I remember correctly, part of the problem is they would come running out of the door, but we'll find out if they do or not. Oops, wrong button. I'm a fully keyboard player, guys. I do not use the mouse. I know. That makes me like 1 in a million of MMO players because nobody plays the way I do. But I've done it for decades. It's just how I am. I don't like using the mouse whenever I don't have to. Let's see here. So this one should be her key. And she's up because I think they made it to where they're always up. I'm going to send my pet in on her. She is 35. Holy crap. Okay, this is probably a death. I did not realize she was going to be 35. She's 10 levels higher than me. Harm touch. Oh, we killed her. Let's grab her stuff before we get kicked out of here by the other mobs. Let's go ahead and see if we can get... That was a really good harm touch. I did not expect that. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and we will go with Empower. And we will start life drawing on her. On this magician, I should say. My pet's about to die. Correction, my pet is dead. We are going to go ahead and pull out another pet. We're going to try. If she doesn't use a spell stun, we'll probably get this. Slow, slow, slow. Yes, okay, pet is out. Switch over to Divine. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves. Oh my god. Pet, kick it into gear. She is doing some insane damage on us. We're having a chain heal to live through this. Hopefully the pet can take her down. That is one powerful magician. Look at the amount of damage. Like, my health bar goes up and it goes zoom, zoom. She is just nuking the crap out of me. Okay, we lived. Now we can look at the gear that we got and see what was set up here. See your keyboard player and raise you a first-person camera player. Hell no. Not a first-person camera. No, I can't stand the first person. I was kind of wondering about the keyboard sounds. Yes, I use on my numpad. I've got it set up to where we got 4, 8, 6, and 2. That's my forward, back, left, and right. 5 sits and stands. 7 and 1 is pitching the camera up and down. 9 and 3 is taking our camera in and out. And I use the old world cameras, so I'm in camera mode that's not the one where you can zoom in and out. That's the only way this works. And then page up and page down is my swim up and swim down. Other than that, my other hand sits on 1 through 4 with a thumb on the spacebar to jump, and I move across 5, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And then, of course, on the numpad over here, I've also got the / and the asterisk or star button, whatever, and the minus key as special things as well. The / and the star or asterisk, whatever you want to call it, my brain's going to fight that over and over, is pet attack and pet back. I use the minus key to do my -1, which is this one right here, the life draw. The plus key is my equal, so that'll do whenever I get my feigned death put in there for that one. And the 0 on the numpad is my 0 here, which is my heal. That's how I play. I would give anything if I could never have to touch the mouse ever again. If I could do that with like collecting items and all that kind of stuff, that would be great. Because I can't stand using a mouse. Have you got any of the focus items yet? As in this, improved healing 1. It's a focus effect. What other focuses do I have going on? I guess I don't have any other focuses. Love my haste belt, I really do. Mana preservation 1. Got that from the Vagrant's Tunic. This drops off of a named mob in Blackburrow. Back there where the snakes are. First person players unite over there. I don't know if I want to just stick around and wait for her to spawn one more time or not. What was the item, by the way? Almost forgot. So she dropped a ring. It's hit point 20, dexterity 2. It's got extended enhancement 2. Our other one is just an AC 3, so we will clearly trade that out. There's no reason not to. We'll go ahead and dump this. I don't think we need it. We got a double of the ring, or the key now, Golden Crescent key, so we don't need 2 of those. I was just grabbing them quick because I thought I was going to die. Is she up already? She sure is. Go ahead and go to Empower, and we will start life drawing her. She takes damage pretty quickly, pretty easily for a 35, really easily. Alright, so she dropped the, we don't need her ring, I mean her key, but she did drop the Flame Black Robe, which has got Reanimation Efficiency 2 on it. Y'all want to see what an ogre looks like with the robe on? We'll put it on here real quick. We will be going back to this other item though, because it's got well, AC 8. This has actually got AC 8 as well, and it's intelligence and stamina. Mine is wisdom, and you know, it's but mana preservation. Okay, mana preservation. But let's see what it looks like, because this will be interesting. Here is an ogre with a robe on. Lol. That's pretty cool, honestly. I like it. We'll stand up here, so the next one that fights, we can say something like, "You cannot win, Anakin. I've got the high ground." I swear my sinuses hate me. I like it. I'm an intelligent ogre, which, if you know Everquest lore, you'll know that that's not actually an uncommon thing. That was what happened before they were smited and taken their intelligence taken away, because the other gods were jealous of Ralissek's ogres. The ogres were smart and powerful. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. You don't know how much I appreciate that. You're the bestest person in the whole wide world. Focus items. Oh, the broomstein, torch, and so forth. Yes. We've gotten the broom. That's all I've picked up so far. That's all I've seen drop. We did get a large bag. Let me go ahead and put that in one of these spots here. Cool look on an ogre, right? We're going to keep it on while we fight here, just for the hell of it. If she drops it multiple times, we will get to upgrade it multiple times, which just reminded me, this is not a +1, nor is this a +1. So you want to take these motes of infinitesimal potential that your +1s. You get tons of them. Don't worry about using them. You get tons of them, and automatically change anything that's not a +1 to a +1. That's all they're good for. There's no reason not to use them. This one here, yep, that one's one that we can do as well. The higher level ones, you kind of want to be more catchy on, or what's the word I'm looking for? More particular on which ones you use them on, because you don't get them as often. You get the ordinary ones, the level 1 ones, 111 ones, all the time, all the flipping time. So don't worry about that. But that automatically increased it, so now it's +1, so it's AC 9, Intelligence 6, Intelligence 4, blah 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 blah. Notice that the focus effect is this little thing here. As you increase these, you get more of these little slots that open up. And if it's something that fits in one of those slots, like when this was not a +1, I don't think it was in its slot there. When it goes into a slot, you can pull it out. It's an augment. Well, that augment, if you click on it, you can see that it works on a chest piece. So if you have a chest piece that you actually like this one, and it has, which it doesn't, it hasn't got high enough, which I can fix that in just a moment. I will actually show you that. Notice that this one doesn't have a focus effect slot or a focus exaltation slot. We will take one of these because it's not a +1 yet. I can't believe I didn't do that already. Hit yes, now it's a +1. Guess what? Now it's got a focus slot. So technically, and we're going to do it. This one, if we click on it, we'll see that its requirement is a chest. We gotta kill Najena real quick. When my pet kicks her butt. That's who's kicking her butt, is my pet. So we'll go ahead and do the merge on that. The rest of it we don't need. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at this right now. We're going to take and use this right this second. So both of these, come on. Both of these have the focus exaltation. We'll let our pet fight over there. And both of these items are a chest requirement. Okay? I'm going to take this one off, this reanimation one, and I'll just set it there. It's an aug, it's an augmentation. I'm going to take this augmentation out of this one, and I'm going to put it into this one, or try. Can I do it while we're in a fight? Is that what the deal is? Or is it making an item that can't be used? Which does happen. It won't let you do that. Alright, now let's go back and look at this. We're going to take this item and see if we can put it in there. It's not giving me a message. It would be nice. The result of the combine would produce an unusable item. Okay, and the unusable item is probably based on the fact it's got class requirements. And the class requirements on the item we're putting it on doesn't match any of the class requirements in this one, so we can't do that in this case. That sucks. But if we find one that we could use that augment in it, and that's what the focus exaltation slot is for. Hopefully that made some sense. I know I babbled a whole lot through that, and we had mobs that were spawning to annoy us at the same time. So it's just because of the fact that the class is not going to work out, so it would be unusable. Otherwise we'd be able to put it in that, which kind of sucks. I wanted to get the mana preservation from the other item into this robe because it looks cool wearing this robe. So we were at tier 1 with 0 of 2. We killed her again. We hit merge and it went 1 of 2. We get it again, we'll use it, there'll be 2 of 2 and this will become +2. And then we'll have to start over again on doing the merges. Seems like a beta bug that hasn't been addressed yet. Well, I don't think it's a bug. I think the problem is that this item, this robe itself, has a class requirement of Necromancer, Wizard, Mage, Enchanter, and the augment from this item has a class requirement of Warrior, Cleric, Paladin, Ranger, Shadow Knight, Druid, Monk, Bard, Rogue, Shaman, Beast, Berserker. Correct me if I'm wrong. None of those match. They don't go across. So I think that's why it's saying that it wouldn't work, because it's going to clearly work with the chest. They're both chest pieces. The races are both all. I think it would not match because the classes on these two don't have any of that match. Just a guess. I could be 100% wrong. If it's a bug, yes, because that means they'll fix it and eventually I'll get to do it. Your ogre looks like a Santarin from Doctor Who. Run times are crazy fast. They are very fast, and if you're not powerful enough, it will kill you. But the respawn times make it a lot easier to play through the game if you can live through this respawn. Seems like a beta bug. Yep. Yep. I think you're right. But in a game built for multiclass, it seems like something unnecessary. I agree. I feel like a lot of streamers are sleeping on Rogue. Having SOS at 35, you can just walk past the entire zone and camp whatever you want. That's not untrue. And I hear a lot of people in beta have talked about how powerful the Rogue is because of the poisons. Exactly what Dan is talking about there. The poisons make them super OP. I personally haven't tried the Rogue in beta. It's just one of those things. I have not played every class in beta. I've played Paladin, Paladin, Monk, Wizard, Mage, Druid, Ranger, Bard, Shadow Knight, Warrior, and Cleric. That was an interesting one. That was a really interesting one. Warrior, Bard, Cleric was a really interesting build. I do not suggest it as a first build. You need gear and AAs, but it was a pretty cool build. We got the ring again. 30% slow poison utility with several minute duration sounds like another solid reason to rock a rogue. I'm going to have to end up trying rogue eventually. Going to have to. By the way, we dinged 26 somewhere there. I wasn't paying attention to that. We're on 4 AAs. I need 6 to buy what I'm waiting for. The last thing of combat agility I'm wanting to buy. All as Ogre? No. I've been starting over. My first one was Gnome. So my Paladin, Monk, Wizard was a Gnome. The Paladin, Ranger, Druid was a Gnome, I think. Can't remember. I started over as a half-elf, I think, for the Warrior, Bard, Cleric. I can't remember all of them I did like that. And then, as you can see, I did Ogre on this one when I started over. Cleric, Monk, Rogue is going to be fun. I feel like for solo builds, for raiding solos, if you're doing those, you're going to need at least one tank class in your loadout. What was Mithril we got? AC1. Come on, Najena, give us another robe. Give us another robe. Just for the fun of it, we want to be all robed out. What helm do I have on? Oh, that's right, it's a headband. So I think we're close to have seen all the new names here. I think there's possibility in the spider area for another name or two. I'd like to get another level or two before we go back over there and try that, though. Cleric gives plate, Monk and Rogue give highest or second highest defensives in game. Interesting. Just me thinking that Warrior is going to be super helpful. Super duper helpful. And Warrior, Cleric, Bard was pretty insane once I got it going. Granted, at the time, I was not doing a from-scratch build. I was a level 10 starting over on a new loadout and had a lot of AAs and had good gear, including a Mithril two-handed sword with pluses on it. So as a Warrior, Bard, Cleric, I was pretty OP. which is why I say I think that you need to do that as a secondary, third loadout, something like that. We know if the monk has weight limitations like classic, the weight is not based off of what you're carrying, it's only based off of what you're wearing. And that's what it was in the past. I don't know if they made changes since I played the monk, because this team moves fast. They're like constantly making changes and updates and everything. Warriors got some pretty cool DPS too. You have to keep in mind a lot of these classes do not play identically to the way they did in EverQuest. They've made a lot of changes, improvements, and you know, so forth. Dying to try Warrior, Shaman, Berserker. See what kind of crit it can pan. I've heard Berserker's cool as well. That's another one I haven't tried. I'm sorry, folks. I haven't tried all the classes. I'm a bad streamer. Bad streamer. Bad llama. Bad llama. Bad llama. You know. What time is it? 3:50. I'm kind of thinking that I want to grill out tonight. Maybe make some burgers or something. I don't know. There she is. My God, she goes down fast. Oh, the book. I forgot all about the book. Burning Affliction 2. Primary. Mana and intelligence. What we can do with that is you have 2 slots that are annies. Annie slots. These 2 slots right here. I like the mana on that book. We will take it and we will put it in one of these 2 slots. This one's got Wisdom 4, AC 5. This one's got AC 2, Wisdom 2. This is the one it's going to replace. Annie slots. Annie slots are nice. I like Annie slots a lot. I'm waiting here because I want to get the robe at least one more time. Oh my God, I forgot all about that book. Yeah. And by the way, for those that don't know, they did put in animations for both Monk and Bard to all of the races, and it is hilarious watching a gnome do a flying kick and stuff like that. I love it. Love it. I haven't tried an Ogre to see what that looks like. I know it's got to be hilarious. See, that's why I say that Game John develops the game as if they are actual players, because you look at almost 3 decades of EverQuest development and they never put in anything like you know, flying kick and stuff like that for the other races, because they was like, why would we do that? That's not part of our current expansion. We only work on our current expansion. We don't go back and look at other stuff. Nope. We put the maximum amount of time we can possibly put into it, and it's going to be on this expansion. And then whenever there's something bad in the expansion, well, we can't go back and fix that because our time is working on this new expansion. We can't go back and fix the stuff that y'all paid money on. And you see Game John come along and they're like, and things that have never ever been fixed or even considered to be fixed or changed or made better for almost 3 decades suddenly completely fixed, changed, and made better. And that's when you realize, it had to do with dedication of the developers and not the ability to actually get it done within a period of time. Interesting how that works. Oh my. Dwarf kicks look funny. Why didn't that pop up over here on my chat? I see that up here on the chat, but it didn't pop up over here in my multi-stream chat. That's weird. My multi-stream chat is not working perfectly. Yeah. But anyway, my hat is off to Game John. They have done miracle work here, and I really, really hope that this sets the whole gaming industry on fire to the extent that other really dedicated developers get to their opportunity to work on games that they love, that's been their life work, where that you see things that should have been better and on a game that's like 20 years old and hasn't been because it's been developed by a company that does just enough. I'd like to see that same sort of thing, passion development done on games like World of Warcraft and Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars, Old Republic and things like that. I'd love to see what passion developers can do to some of these other older games that Game John has clearly shown the industry can be done to older games to bring them back to life. Not just bring them back to life, but make them 100% better than they've been for the past 2 decades. You use ornamentation slot on equipment yet? I don't know, I haven't had an ornamentation item to use. The slot is there. There's multiple slots. Click slot, focus slot, all kinds of slots. If you didn't drop the frickin' thing, darn it. Sell all. I'm shocked that they were able to get Daybreak to license it. Here's the thing I heard. Shh, don't tell anybody. I heard one of the big people with a C in front of their name. Like you got the CEO, CFO, and so forth. I hear he was involved in this. That may be why they got away with it. But that's hearsay, it's rumor. I have no idea if that's true or not. It's probably totally fake. Probably fake news. You will note that it's made by Game John, not by Daybreak Games, or Dark Paw Games. My mistake. It's published by Daybreak Games. Made by Game John. Completely new company. And I've said this many times on all of my streams, and I will continue to say it. Everquest Legends has ruined my ability to ever go back to Everquest. I can't do it. Everquest Legends is too good for me to ever play Everquest again. I will always only play Everquest Legends if I'm playing Everquest. Period. It's too good. You can't go back. Once you've played Everquest Legends, Everquest is dead. It's truth. It's truth. Is what it is. And quite frankly, I hope that that others get to the opportunity to make their versions as well. I would like to see Everquest Legends become the beginning of new versions of Everquest. That's what I would like to see. This version is freaking insane. If you haven't gone over to EverquestLegends.com yet and pre-ordered, what the hell are you doing? It's $19.99. Come on, people. I spent more than that just yesterday when I went to the movies. And it's 100% worth it. And by the way, they don't pay me to say that. It's just me saying that because it's true. I need drink. I'm thirsty. I don't trust my pet to keep me alive with Najena if I go get a drink. And keep in mind, I say that, and I've played almost every single series of TLP servers. Almost every single one. I am not playing the current one. I could have it. I haven't gone back to buy the spell. When you hit level 20, you stop getting auto-granted spells. And keep in mind, guys, whenever you get auto-granted spells, it's not all spells, it's some spells. It's usually the most important spells, but it's not all spells. But 24 or 26, one of the two, was where Shadow Knight gets the Feigned Death and haven't gone back to get it. Thank you for the follow, Balverk. I greatly appreciate that. Way more than you possibly could know. It means the world to me. Absolutely. It means the world to that little gnome right up there. He's very happy about you hitting that button. Why won't you spawn? Oh, my buffs are gone too. I just noticed that. Spawn, 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 spawn. Why won't you spawn? Please spawn for me. Najena, I need to talk to you. You've got my robe. I need it. My precious. Give me my precious robe. Thank you. She gave it to me. Let's take a look here. Our robe right now is, yes, 1 of 2. When y'all notice when I hit merge, boom, we're now +2. So where it was 1 of 2, now it's 0 of 4. The next one will be 0 of 8. The next one 0 of 16, 32, so on and so forth. It keeps going up and up and up for every one of those. We're now at AC 10, Stamina 7, Intelligence 5, Save Void 2. Notice we now have the Clicky Exaltation that's available. I think it was just the first 2 before that. Why is he whispering? Because I'm crazy. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. We got our robe. And use this to open the door and get out of here before a magician attacks us. We gotta go down here and fight the Froglock Ghoul. You know what? We'll click him. Go get him, boy. That's my good pet. Oh, indeed. We just have different levels of crazy. Let me move this air remaining thing. Let's put it up. But you know what? Actually, we'll put it right down here. Looks like a good spot for it. There we are, we're out of there. Let's see if we can go kill the Spider Queen woman up here. And see if we find any more names. I think we're probably close to the end of the new names in this zone, if not already. But there is the Spider Goblin area, so there's a potential for 1 or 2 more. We'll find out. And see what they did to the Spider Queen. See if she got upgraded drops or something. We do need to buff. We really do need to buff. Go get J-Boots. Yeah, you're right. She didn't drop the J-Boots while we were there. I forgot about that. I bet you that has to be her rare drop. It has to be. Because she's supposed to drop the J-Boots now. Does the achievement for named hunter work in here? I don't know. Oh, he rooted me. I was going to step away. There we are. He's dead. Didn't I put this on? I could have sworn. Oh, that's Stone Collar +1. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to ignore that. We're just going to ignore that. Let's go ahead and get our main back up. 4. We still need 2 more. Powers of 2 to determine the number of it takes to upgrade. Yeah, what he said. So it takes a really, really, really long time. Eventually, as you get up there, it gets exponentially more difficult, basically. Somewhere around here is the spider queen. I don't want to accidentally run into her. I know she's super powerful. Okay, let's see what we got going on around this corner. So far, I just see one. We'll send our pet. I remember back in the day, at least on the TLPs, you'd come here to fight, and you'd find the Spider Queen woman over here and be like, oh, this will be an easy fight. And she goes, bam, ha! See you, sucker. You come back and visit me the next time you want to die as well. There she is, the Widow Mistress. She's level 34. She's a rogue. Alright, pet, go over there and teach her a lesson. She's not super easy, but she's not as ultra powerful as I remember her. So that's not bad. We got her. Alright, what did she drop? Spider Silk Cap. AC 4, Stamina 3 with some saves on it. Right now we're wearing this cap was an AC 3, Strength and Dexterity. This one's AC 4, Stamina with some saves. Saves. Yeah, I think. I don't know. I think. We'll go with that. Just kind of checking to see if there were any new names hidden around a corner, tucked in somewhere before we get out of here. So we need to head back to Neriac, go buy updated Mage spells, then head to Ogre and get some updated Shaman and Shadow Knight spells. There's our magicians from hell. Go on in there, pet. Kill one with harm touch. God, what a cluster. Another magician. This completely would not be doable without an extended target window, because you'll constantly get pets that you don't need to be wasting time fighting. Hey, we just got the torch. Booyah! Sweet revenge from earlier. Sweet revenge. Ruby lens. What is that? I don't know what ruby lens is. Well, we got the torch. There's one more area, but I'm certain that there wasn't a named over there. We'll go check it though. I love being a robe-wearing ogre. That just cracks me up. Right? It's a true statement. Frontal stun immunity doesn't hurt as a caster. Does not. But the mobs tend to like to make that irrelevant by using spell-based stuns, which really pisses me off. But anyway, we did it, folks. We have cleared Najena. I don't know of any spot. Yeah, I don't think of any other spot where there could be a name tucked in. So I think we hit all of the possible new names in the in this instance, and I'm pretty happy with it. The gear that drops here is pretty insane. Guess we could go back and kill Najena one more time, see if she drops her J boots. We could try that before we get out of here. How's the dungeon changed? I always like Najena and Lava Storm. It has changed in that they have new names and that drop new items, and some of the old names drop new items as well. And some of the things you can get, just as a reference, is a haste belt, some pretty cool weaponry, and rings, earrings, all kinds of cool stuff now. It is it's a must visit, just like Blackburrow and Befallen as they were changed before it. What? Oh, I forgot there's more than one in here. Drellsna? Oh, okay. Okay. Not Najena. It's the one before Najena that can drop the J boots. Okay. Well, we know where she's at. We'll go visit her. Pay her a visit real quick. That makes sense, because we only fought her one time. So we got her other drop, apparently. Alright, let's go pay her a visit. See if we can get some J boots. Let's see. Back this way, right? Oh, we got a skeleton that wants to play. We need to go recovery. We need mana. Love the way that they've handled the advanced loot window with that auto sell. That is so great. Let's head out. Not the right way. Wrong. Here we are. So what do y'all have planned for dinner? I'm kind of thinking either steaks or hamburgers. Grilled. Grilled. Ding! Level 27. Oh, I thought I was shooting the guy. Okay, I am shooting him. There's 2 ogres up there. Alright. Hyped to try the game out. Still a little torn on what to play. So many options like analysis, paralysis. But you're not alone. Everybody is right there with you. There is so much to try, which is why the game is so exciting. Just had a BLT steak, but it's 90+ outside. You're right, it is. I live in North Texas and it's hotter than hell outside. But guess what I gotta do? I need to go out there and mow the backyard. Butter chicken and rice or wings? Not sure yet. Holy crap, I want butter chicken and rice. Yes, please. Another AA. We are sitting on 5. One more. One more to go. Alright, so Drellsna was back this way. Wrong way. I meant to say this way. In here. Haven't touched her. And she didn't drop it. We got the earring though. Don't need the other items. We are using that earring, are we not? We're not. Where is that earring? That earring is sitting right here. That was AC2. Yeah, it's not much. This is AC3. Technically, I mean, it's going to get better if we keep fighting her, so let's just go ahead and put it on. We'll do her another spawn. Maybe we'll kill some other mobs while we wait. Let's see what you say. The next Relsna will have the J boots. Unless she doesn't, then the next one for sure, of course. Wife's making spaghetti tonight. I'm in H-Town. Spaghetti would be great. Love spaghetti. Let's go back over here. Find something to kill while we wait. Oh, I don't want to go back down there. That was a PETA party down there. Oh yeah, the skeleton room. Room of a million skeletons. We'll use a rain spell just for the fun of it. Let's do an empowered rain spell. Whenever it comes back up, that is. Here we are. That's making the mobs mad. Oh, speaking of which, went to see a movie. I said last night. I went to see the new Scary Movie. Not a new movie that's scary. No, the new Scary Movie. And yeah, that movie sucked. There's no other way to put it. It was bad. Even on the level of a bad, you know, B-rated movie, which is what, you know, Scary Movie usually is. That was a really, really bad movie. That was written so badly that I'm just like amazed at how poorly it was made. It was, oh my god, it was such a waste of time going to see that movie. I do not recommend going and seeing that movie. Things that are out right now, I liked Backroom. I thought it was pretty cool. But this movie sucked. Wanted to go see Toy Story, the new Toy Story. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. More than you even could imagine. I really appreciate that. But seeing as it's new, it was freaking packed. Every one this weekend of showing of Toy Story has been packed. So we went and saw Scary Movie, and oh my god, that is I want my I want my hour and a half back. That was a waste of my life. So bad. Here comes our J boots. Or not. Does the new shrink cookie drop here or Blackburrow? I heard Blackburrow, but I haven't seen it yet. Got the earring again. We got one of these that we need to hold on to. We got Shadow of the Blood Claw, which got Blood Claw on it. We're gonna actually take that and we can upgrade it. You know what I'm saying? Fine steel rapier we don't care about. We don't care about that thing there either. We don't care about that or that or that. We'll sell all the rest of that. This where did it go? We did get it, right? We picked up that weapon. Stiletto of the Blood Claw. Where did the Stiletto of the Blood Claw go? Am I blind? You've looted Stiletto of the Blood Claw. Why don't I see it? There it is. There it is. Okay. Blood Claw. It's level 18. 20 initial damage, 15 every 6 seconds. So, that, notice right now, that item is not able to be pulled out. It's not in an augment slot. We're going to make it to where it can be pulled out. Okay, I think it has to get 4, I think, is where it starts being able to, but we'll find out. You can use this twice. Yep, still not available. I think it's at +3 or +4, but I could be wrong. So it's not able to be an augment yet, but I'd like to get that augment if I could use that in another weapon. Is recharging items through vendors a thing? Haven't tried, sorry. Shrink should be available some same way ports are when not that class gate bind. Also, yeah, they should show up. In fact, I should be able to see it right here in rituals. Yeah, shrink is right there because I'm a shaman. I own shrink. It shows up in my rituals. If I go to another loadout that doesn't have shaman, shrink should still be here. Rituals should be there across all of your loadouts. Which is really cool. So if you level up a druid or a wizard to 50 and you have all your ports, they'll be available in your loadouts where you don't have a druid or a wizard in that loadout. As an ogre, it would be a must-have. You're right about that. Okay, so they made charge items unlimited. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Thank you for that. I had no idea. Alright, well, we'll wait for Drelsna to respawn. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Yes. Oh, look at that. I showed up back just in time. That's Harm Toucher. Boom! Boots! Boots! We got boots, people. We got boots. We got boots. Click effect journeyman boots. We got the boots. Don't care about anything else because we got the boots. Wonder how they merge, what they become. There's AC1 right now. I wonder if that click effect, if you got enough of these, could you take that click effect off of there and put it on something else? Things that make me go, There it is. Class all, race all, feat. Must be on a feat item. Let's take them off. Let's put them on. My Traveling Greaves +2 now has a clicky journeyman effect. Awesome. just saying, awesome. Awesome. So now instead, I normally have this other one there. I don't need these other boots that you get from the tutorial anymore. You have to understand, the ones that you get from the tutorial, let me pull them up. They are Boots of the Long Road. They have a click effect on them that gives you Spirit of the Traveler, which is a slow type thing. They go off the instant you get into battle. Instantly goes off. J-Boots do not. So I no longer need Boots of the Long Road. Yep. That's pretty cool. We'll kill her one more time just for the heck of it. Then we're going to head to Neriac, so we can get spells. And yes, I was checking. My brother has already laid it out. We are grilling steaks tonight. Nice, beautiful, marbleized steaks. They're sitting out in there chilling, you know, trying to defrost and get ready. We got corn on the cob we're going to put on the grill as well. It's going to be a good early 4th of July weekend grill out tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. Also, speaking of which, Monster. This stream is not brought by Monster, but my brother loves this. This is called Viking Berry. I haven't tried it yet, so I've got one here. Just got this at the store. We're going to check it out. It's not bad. The only Monster I've ever liked is the Ultra Clear, the one that's white. That's the only one I've ever liked. The other ones I've tried, I've always been like, ooh, it tastes like medicine. But this Viking Berry is pretty good. I have to admit, he chose wisely. That's good. Monster Viking Berry. I like it. How you guys are going to MC specialize in duo roles yet? No, we haven't. We have not decided yet. No pet can ever compare with Goner, best of the best. This is Generer. Generer is pretty special. Pretty special. Yeah, I like that. Definitely got to farm Drelsna. She is worth farming. The Tenderizer upstairs, worth farming to get the haste belt. And who else? If you're going to use Monk or Beast Lord, you want to farm the Unbound Flame, I think he is, towards the entrance, the elemental name. He is worth it for the fist item. There are some must-have items in this dungeon for sure. All right, we've finished this. Let's Let's fight our way out. It'll be fun. Why not? You know the Grey Khans are going to fight us anyway, so let's fight them. Let's not wait for them to choose to fight us. We'll fight them first. Yes, that's a true statement. Mention shouldn't need the key on cursor open doors. It will know you have it in inventory. Just FYI, it did not. From what somebody said in the stream here, they know about it and they're fixing it. But it did require me to have it on my cursor. I tried many times here in Najena and it did not care that it was in my bag. They did fix that in Befallen already, where you don't have to pull the keys out anymore. But apparently it's still a thing in Najena. Yep. It's what I'm here for. Information, folks. Information. That and just to entertain. They're going to fight us anyway. We might as well pull them over and fight them before we kill the Tenderizer again. And he was just close enough back that the Tenderizer said, "I'm coming to join the party. Wait for me." Oh, that was a waste of mana. I used a fire nuke on a fire elemental. He laughed. Said it tickled. Never forget falling into the prison cell the first time. Thought that was so cool. Right? At least if you're small enough, you can jump out that hole at the back. So shrink helps a lot with that. Alright, he dropped the Tenderizer yet again. Keep in mind, the Tenderizer is actually sitting on my pet. It's in the pet slot here. But it will automatically do that merge feature that you can do from the drops, even for items that are on your pet. So that's a very nice thing. We'll go back to recovery for just a moment, because we are going to step in here and kill the Lost Crusader one more time. I want just a little bit of mana before we do that. I can't click her. There we are. Go get her, boy. Oh, I don't have him powered on, that's why. I was wondering why she wasn't going down very fast. Let's heal our pet. Stop trying to heal the Lost Crusader and heal the pet. Oh, it's funny. I love the death scream of her. That is so great. Alright, so she dropped the sword that I'm carrying right now. Sword of the Lost. It is now up to +2. I think it already was a +2. Come along, boy. Let's go kill something else. What do y'all think of the pet models, by the way? Do you like the old pet models, or do you prefer the newer Luckland pet models? I can take it or leave it either way for me. It doesn't bother me at all, one way or the other. I'm just curious what everybody else thinks. Old school, yep. There's a couple of models that I do prefer on the new. There are a couple. Gnome and Halfling, I think I prefer the Luckland versions. Pretty much all the rest of them, I prefer the old school. You like the newer ones? So everybody's going to have their own opinion on it, and there's no wrong opinion on that whatsoever. Except for the troll. The new troll is bad. It's just bad. The Luckland troll is a bad troll. Same with the ogre. The Luckland ogre is bad. If you like those, you're wrong. Just kidding. You can like whatever you want. I just cannot even begin to like the Luckland versions of troll and ogre. Those are two that they're so different from the old ones that I can't do it. Can't do it. But other than that, I can take or leave either ones. Real trolls and ogres in the old style are the best. It's a very stylized look. When I say stylized, I mean specific. The artist came up with a look for EverQuest. That is the style of it. All the other playable race models, when they went to the Luckland, upgraded sort of in, like, you know, roundness and more, you know, textures, you know, and stuff like that. Whereas the ogre and the troll, they completely changed the style, and that's why I hate the Luckland version of the troll and the ogre. They are not the old ones, just newer looking. They are completely different. I think I'm starting as Dark Elf Enchanter, though. Not a bad choice. Personally, prefer the old models for all models, especially the ogre versus the new ogres. Do y'all remember back in the day, and I don't remember what year this came about, somebody got just a decision, just decided, I'm going to change the run animation of the, I think it was the Halfling. And one day we logged in, there was a update to the game client, and all of a sudden the Halfling ran like as if they had a corn cob stuck up their butt. And that lasted for maybe a half a week, and everybody on the forums were pissed about how it looked, and they thought it was a great new version. They were telling us, and everybody hated it, and it disappeared almost overnight. I remember that, and I was like, yeah. Oh, y'all remember that? The very short-lived update run animation for the Halfling? They ran like... It looked stupid. Severely stupid. And then there was the, it was the April Fool's thing where the player characters looked like skeletons. I thought that was cool. I honestly thought it was cool. A lot of people got pissed about it. I thought that was one of their cooler April Fools. Don't remember that. I played from around Canark release to Pop, I think, with a few short revisits. And like I said, I don't remember when they did that run animation change, but man, that was... You talk about pissed. People on the forums were pissed. They were like, what is this disgusting new run animation? Alright, we made it out. We got our J boots. We can spam J boots now. They do. Head back to Neriac. We'll do some spell buying, and then we're going to call it for now. It's been a almost a 3-hour stream. It's been a good stream. We did really good. We did good. pat ourselves on the back. We did a good stream. Y'all all were good too. Y'all all pat yourselves on the back too. Y'all were really good. Show the front. You betcha, buddy. Yeah. Oops. Raw. There it is. Okay. So at any rate, everybody, do like the gnome says, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, do whatever makes you happy. I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out with me today. We got a fun week coming up. I hope everybody's headed over to everquestlegends.com and pre-ordered the game, so you'll be in the beta with us starting on July 1st. If you haven't already, head over to everquestlegends.com, pre-order the game for $19.99. My God, it's cheap. $19.99. Get in the pre-order beta, and I'll see y'all on July 1st to have a lot of fun with you. Maybe we'll create a guild or something. I don't know. We'll have a lot of fun. I can't wait. For the actual server, the servers that start the end of July, I'm thinking I'm going between 3 different servers that I'm going to join on. There's Kinos, Freeport, and Rivervale. Those 3. Those 3 are the 3 that I'm trying to decide on. Y'all tell me in the comments which one y'all like, and I'm going to choose between those 3, and I'll let y'all know which one I'm going to go with. I like all 3 of those names. There's also Ogre. I can't remember all the other ones. There's like, I don't know, 8 or so servers coming out, but those are the 3 that I like the names of. So, all right. Until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome. I'm signing off. I'm going to go make me a steak and grill me some corn and sit outside and enjoy the sun and the fresh air and, you know, touch grass and stuff like that. I'll see y'all later. It's From the Gnome. Talk to y'all later.